Today's the day. It is Friday, about 7:30 in the morning, and this is the first leg of the trip for the kayak trip in Arkansas this year. I'm really excited. I've got my stuff all packed, and I will be sharing this year. I will be sharing before I leave what I'm taking with me, because that was a really common question I got last year in some of the videos about what did I take and whatever, and I had all the intentions of filming a video on what I brought and how I packed the kayak and stuff when I got back, but I was exhausted and everything was just everywhere. It's never packed the same when you're on your way home, you know. So I am doing that this year. I have a new kayak. It's my own personal kayak at this point. Last year I was just using one of the ones from work that I really enjoyed, and so this year I bought my own, and it's a lot different, and I'm really excited. This will be its first maiden voyage. So I'm going to finish my coffee, and I've got some errands to run, and I will be headed out to meet at Clint's, staying the night out there. It's about an hour closer, so it's best for both of us, and we'll load our stuff up, and then Clint and I head out tomorrow morning, at like 4 a.m. So gonna get a lot more footage this year, just because I have a more secure way of filming, and have learned a lot since last year about filming, and it's gonna be awesome. I am so excited, so freaking excited. This was one of the most epic adventures I've ever been on, and I can't believe I'm getting to do it again. So let me finish this coffee. Cheers to you. I hope you're having a good morning, and we will catch up later. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Well, made it out here to Clint's, and like I'd said in the other video, I wanted to, for sure this time, go over what I brought, and go through all the different things that I'll have in my kayak with me for the 4 days. So this year, we're actually going to be adding 10 extra miles. So what's happening is Clint and I are going to be doing 50 miles on the Buffalo River in Arkansas, and then Travis, Brandon Jacobs, Major, and I believe a couple other fellows are going to be going further than that. Originally, we're wanting to do from Ponca to Woolham, but it looks like the water level at Ponca is going to be too low, so we might be starting at a different landing or launch spot. But either way, we're going to be getting about 50 miles in, and then the other guys are going to be just going past that, and I think they're wanting to try to get all the way to Buffalo City. So I know originally it's 125 miles from Ponca to Buffalo City, so depending on the water level, they may be getting a little bit less than that, but they're still going to be in you know, a hell of a journey compared to what Clint and I are going to be doing. But the 40 miles last year was no problem. We actually poked around and whatever, so that's going to still give us, even with 50 miles, that's still going to give us quite a lot of time to hike and explore and whatnot. But before I go over what gear I'm bringing, I wanted to go over my new boat that I got. So I'm going to bring the camera in closer so you can get a better shot of it, and I'll go over some of the features and how it's different than the kayak that I used last year. All right, so for those of you that are new to my channel, I've picked up a few more subscribers since last year when I did the kayak trip. I work for an outdoor recreation company in the DFW area. We do kayak rentals and host events and parties and stuff there at the property. And I have access to, you know, about 100 kayaks. Most of them are the same, but I can kind of pick and choose what style kayak that I want to use. And last year, I went with a kayak that's called a Predator, and it's by the company Old Town, and it's a Predator MX, and it's the shorter and wider version of the Predator 13, which is Old Town's version of a 13-foot kayak. and both of them are sit on tops, the Predator 13 and the Predator MX. And I'll put a link in the description box of the video to some of the kayak camping videos and stuff that I've done, and different gear and stuff that I took, and the Predator MX was in that video. But I bought a new boat, and I came about this because we are phasing out the kayak shop and the store itself up at work, and we're just going to be doing kayak rentals now. So because of that, the boats and gear and equipment and paddles and all that stuff has all been marked down like 50% off. And so when my owner told me that that was going to happen, I immediately jumped on this boat. We bought this boat last year, and it was one that I've had my eye on since we got it. It's by Ocean Kayak. So Ocean Kayak and Old Town are both owned by Johnson Outdoors. They're pretty much the same company, but back in the day, Old Town only made canoes and sit-in kayaks, and then Ocean Kayak was all of their sit-on-top kayaks. So now Old Town does make the Predator and Predator MX, that's their sit-on-tops, but for the most part, all of Johnson Outdoors boats are going to be, the sit-on-tops are going to be Ocean Kayaks. So this is Ocean Kayak, and this is the big game Prowler 2. This boat is right at 12 foot 9 inches. They don't do 13-foot boats because they say it's unlucky. It's got a weight limit of 550 to 600 pounds. It is a little bit narrower than the Predator 13, which I like that. It'll maneuver a little bit better. And it's got a lower profile overall, so that it's a little bit quicker. This is definitely a fishing kayak, but the good thing about fishing kayaks is since their weight limits are so high, you're also able to pack them down for camping and for like what Clint and I are going to be doing, which is, you know, a multi-day camping trip on the river. So it's a sit-on-top kayak. It has an adjustable seat, and this is sitting down into the kayak, and then you can lift this up and raise this. It's new, so it's stiff, and actually sit on top. And this is kind of like what they refer to as their attack mode. Really similar to the Predator. Behind the seat is a pouch, Velcro pouch. The biggest difference that I've seen between this boat and the Predator 13 is that it doesn't have an open hole in the back. So there's a wall right here, which you can put 2 mounts for fishing poles. And on the Predator MX, that I used last year, it was open all the way. So I had a little bit more storage room. But this boat makes up for that because the front end of the boat is way bigger. I mean, it's really unbelievable what I've been able to put in the front. So let me bring you around to that. So up here in the front, it's the same quick seal hatch. Get out of the way. That Old Towns use. But the difference is this is way bigger. I've got a lot more room up here in the front, and then I'm also able to store all the way underneath and in the back. So I just have more room up here in the front as opposed to the other boat that I had more room in the back. But I've got a really good feeling that it's going to function a lot like the Predator, so I'm not worried about it being that much different. This trip will be this boat's maiden voyage. So just wanted to go over my boat real quick and show you the new toy that I got, and I'm really looking forward to using it and trying it out. And I will get back with you and show you what I'm bringing with me and kind of split it up into sections so that it's not a 20-minute video of me just showing gear. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. We're going to be having all kinds of stuff put up here from the trip. I mean, I'm gonna try to film a lot of footage and show you a lot of the cool things that I forgot to film or was just too excited last year to film for you. So have a good one.